Something that's we haven't talked about yet, it's probably underestimated, is the amount of infrastructure and tools and workflow that an agency can offer you that you just don't have to worry about. Sure, you might see per word pricing from an agency that not only buys you the translation itself, it buys you access to the translation management system. It buys you access to their AI. It buys you access to the translation memory. It buys you a lot more than literal word for word translation. Sure, people have some fees that are outside of per word, whether it's project management, engineering, however we want to slice and dice it. But I think, and maybe selfishly because I am a project manager, I think that's worth every single penny that you possibly can throw at the project management budget. Their goal is to make your project fit your budget, number one, and number two, be as efficient as possible.
No, I like that a lot, Patrick. And, I think also it's important to, when you shift into this buy mode, so you've made the decision, all right, we've laid out the case, you've got one or many of the problems we just talked about, and you finally make this decision. So, what does that actually look like? And I think too many people have a preconceived notion of what working with an agency or a translation service provider is like. And I mean, the bottom line is, again, any good agency is going to walk you through the steps of like, all right, what's your budget? What are the pieces that you absolutely can't afford to do internally that have to be done by professionals? And they might even tell you, it's like, oh, those emails you're receiving in foreign languages. Yeah, that's not bad. Just plunk those into Google Translate, and half of them might not even be relevant. Maybe they're spam. They can work a strategy. Hey, you're getting calls into your call center. Maybe you can use over the phone interpretation and not necessarily hire a bunch of bilingual staff.
Yeah, I mean, even form fills on a website just to validate that they're not spam. That's a great use case for either DIY or just pure empty. It's just like chuck it through, see what happens.
Absolutely. And then if you need professional help with the response or whatever the case is, you can get that. But again, any agency I think is going to help walk you through the paces. So a hybrid approach, I think, makes a lot of sense. It doesn't have to be all or nothing.